Dare to dream, dream, dream. Welcome to the Dare to Dream radio show. I'm your host, Debbi Dachinger. Join me every week as I interview inspiring guests from all walks of life, all ages, all backgrounds, all parts of the world, who had a dream and found a way to make that dream come true. Listen to this worldwide award-winning radio show every week and learn to dare to dream and make your dreams come true. Sit back and enjoy, and welcome.
You can be anything, a rock star, beauty queen, fly with a broken wing, baby. If you dare to dream, dare to dream, dare to dream.
Dare to dream indeed. I'm Debbi Dachinger. Welcome to the show. It's a very cool time to be together talking about dreams and all of what's possible and also all of what you're dealing with in this very interesting time. I have an animal on my lap as we speak. She must have known the show we're doing today because Shelby said, "Pick me up, Mama. I want to be on your lap while you're on air." How cool is that? So she's already connecting with my guest today. Later on, I'm bringing on Joan Rini. She's a Rini. I love that. Rini. Joan Rini. She's a healer. She's an animal psychic medium. She communicates with animals. And here's the very cool thing. Your animal can be alive now or have passed. So when she takes callers, anyone who wants a mini reading for your beloved pet animal, otherwise, you can call in, and I highly recommend you do. You've got the numbers right there, and if not, it's toll-free, 888-627-6008, or direct 323-744-4831. And you know I love wine. You know I'm certified in wine. It's been my adventure for about 2.5 years. Everybody loves to say, "What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do? You're going to be a sommelier?" No, I don't know. I'm literally just following energy. I'm following the fact that I love wine. But here's where it led me to recently. It led me to wine being delivered to my door. So I'm telling you about this because if you love wine or you're social, or I actually have friends who are leaders out in the world, speakers, and they have bought some of these wines for their clients to say thank you. I love that idea. What a great gift. Wine is always a gift that keeps on giving. So here's the deal. If you love wine, check this out. It's called directsellers.com, and it's CELLARS, like wine cellar. So it's direct sellers with a C, directsellers.com/Deb's Wine Wonders. The goal is to send you wine that you love. directsellers.com/Deb's Wine Wonders is focused on exploration, discovery, and education. Here's how it's done. Each month, our experts select great premium wines from wineries around the globe, and each selection is accompanied by tasting notes. It has details about the who, the how, the where each wine was crafted. And ta-da! Shipping is always included. Satisfaction is guaranteed. directsellers.com/Deb's Wine Wonders. Here's why I love this. You don't have to go to your retail wine store, your supermarket, and walk around and go, "Oh my God, I'm trying to decide which wine will fit, which wine I like." And this has happened, right? You buy it, and it's like, wah, kind of disappointed. This is not fabulous. It wasn't worth driving across town or settling for what turned out to be a poor wine selection. So our promise is, with convenient Direct Sellers Wine Club, you always have a new wine to try, yum, and enjoy every month. You can just go for 2 bottles a month if that works for you, 4 if you like. There are top recommendations from experienced team of wine experts, and they are at below retail prices. Here's another thing I love. If you don't like one of the selections, you get full credit for another top wine, and that's shipped directly to your door, no extra cost to you, guaranteed. You get to discover and enjoy amazing fine wines right now. Go to Direct Sellers. Remember, it's with a C, C-E-L-L-A-R-S, directsellers.com/Deb's Wine Wonders. Deb's Wine Wonders. My goodness. Let me know so I can open one of my bottles and be sipping with you at the same time and enjoying this amazing World Wine Organization. That was kind of cute, huh? World Wine Organization. Yeah, really love wines, and this has been so easy and fun. Highly recommended. What is a way that you might be able to comfort somebody who's in need? As I'm hearkening back to something I said in the beginning, which is interesting times, right? I know a lot of people going through a lot of chaos, a lot of interesting stuff. So it was Thich Nhat Hanh who said, "This phrase is the most effective way to comfort someone in need. Let this mantra guide you today." And here's what it is. I am here for you. What a beautiful thing. You know, it's so interesting when people say, oh, you know, I'm having a tough time, or this happened in my relationship, this is going on financially, this is my business, this is my kids, this is my health. There are many ways that people could experiencing duress right now. And what a beautiful, remarkable thing, rather than try to fix it. It's not just guys who do that, by the way. A lot of women, it's their default. Let me figure out a way to fix it. It doesn't feel good, does it? And it doesn't make you want to share too much anymore, does it? But when we take a moment and just look someone right in the eye and say, I'm here for you. I am here for you. And another great line is there anything else? Is there more? Can you share more? It allows the person to know, I'm here. Keep continuing. I'm listening. What a beautiful thing. So be that for yourself, too. I am here for you, too. Sweetness. You too are on this planet doing the best you can at this moment. Just be still and see, be still and know. Thank the lies in your life because they're showing you the truth. Lies show us the truth. Admit to what you feel most greedy about because it's going to point you to your most tender desire. And for today, be the person you want to fall in love with. Self-care is a divine responsibility. Self-care is a divine responsibility. I say that, and then I want to say, so go to directsellers.com/Deb's Wine Wonders. I'm there, man. That's part of self-care. It is, allowing myself things that I love. I love really exquisite food, really exquisite wine. I love to have phenomenal experiences, to be connected with people. So that's part of self-care, as well as meditating and having downtime. It is a divine responsibility. Do that. Be that for yourself right now. Be the person you want to fall in love with. So Joan Rini is here. She's a healer, an animal psychic medium, and she's been communicating with animals on a deep soul level since childhood. Susan's genuine love for animals is evident by the authentic reading she gives that talks to the soul of an animal, either living or deceased. And as Susan likes to say, a soul has no time constraints like we do. If you've loved them, they will always be there. Susan brings in information that no one else could know about you and your pet. She's been studying mysticism and spirit work for 40 years, as well as her own method of healing pets. Susan offers healing, full readings, and she can even do mini readings like this for radio or special events. You can book Susan or find out more about her at her name, Susan Joan Rini, and it's RINI.com. Susan, welcome to Dare to Dream. Great to have you.
Great to be here, Debbie. That talk was just beautiful.
Awesome. Well, speaking of divine love, animals are our divine loves, our beloved creatures and animals. So I'd love to know from you first, what does that mean, animal soul reading? What is that?
Well, it originally came to me in a meditation when I started doing this work, because everything seemed to be in Technicolor when I started doing it. And when I would meditate, things would come to me, and I heard animal souls. And I said, oh, I'm really directly connected to the soul. So that means there's no time and space. There's no dimensions. It all gets erased because you're with the soul of that animal. And I do believe that our animals travel in soul families. So your pet now, Shelby, has probably been with you many, many lifetimes before because they keep finding you.
That's so cool. I love that. You have on your website something that says, who is Animal Soul Speak? It all started with a butterfly. Curious, what does that mean, it started with a butterfly?
Yeah, it really did. About 11 years ago, I had been very sensitive and just in love with animals, but I didn't know how to help them. I always felt kind of helpless. I just would give to charities, but I couldn't go into being a vet or rescue work because my heart was just too, I guess, sensitive for that kind of work. But I always applaud our people. I was in a backyard and I saw a butterfly, and it was a monarch, and I said to it, would you come and sit on my hand? And I didn't get a response, but I just visualized that butterfly on my hands, and I kept saying, you're safe. And he sat on my hands for 1 hour, and he opened up his wings to me and closed them gently, and he just sat there for 1 hour, and I even brought my hand all the way up to my eyes and met his eyes. And the only time was in a thought that he left after an hour. I had the thought, gee, my arm is getting tired. And immediately he flew off my hand.
So he knew, she's tired, my welcome is up. She's ready for the next piece here.
Yeah, and it was one of those mystical, wonderful moments when our phones didn't have cameras yet.
Wow, how beautiful. So you're saying that animals have souls and that it came to you in your meditation and that you now have experience and that Shelby and all our other beloved animals have probably been with us in many lifetimes. Do we all have to be telepathic in order to communicate with our animals?
No, absolutely not. I could remember, when I was teaching, I recognized in class that if you put your mind to it and your heart is in it, it really starts with the heart, because I know in my studies, and probably you know this too, the heart has become the new brain. It's actually smarter than our brain. So if you put your heart and soul into the love of a pet or just love of animals in general, that love is so big that you can communicate with animals. And, I always tell people you can start with a photo or start with your own pet with a thought, because they pick up on everything.
So that's kind of scary, because I'll tell you, when you're through a difficult time, or let's say they live with somebody and it's, the relationship isn't quite where they want, or a home life situation.
Yes.
There's probably a lot of different ways this could go. But all of that to ask, poor animal, isn't that a lot for them to understand and take on?
Well, they're healers, and they do take it on. And, what I tell my clients and what I've been told from my mentor when I first started is, tell your pet not to take on your stuff. You just look at your pet and say, you are my beloved creature and my pet. Don't take this on. This is not yours. And
how can you tell? Is there a way on the outside you can tell that they know what's going on if they don't seem to be reacting?
Is there a way on the outside? I don't know, because I just go inside.
That's interesting, right? So you work remotely. You don't even have to see the pet. You can just communicate with the animal. Even frogs, right?
It's fun. Yeah, everything. Every creature that's living, frogs, goats, birds, hamsters, rats, butterflies. It's thought. It's thought and heart. The mind and the heart as one. And the other tip I have for people is, if you're having a really terrible day and your emotions are really high, don't grab your animal and hug it, because you'll transfer all that into them. I know it sounds crazy because we want comfort from our animal, but you have to think of the animal first.
Got it. That makes sense. So much like you would for a child you loved, a family member, somebody in your life, you wouldn't want to put them in the line of fire. If you're having a tough day, it's great if someone wants to hold the space for you, but please don't take this on. None of us win then. And So
That's
same thing with our animals. Like, you get this, but you know what? It's not yours to carry.
That's right. Perfect.
And for people who would like to call in, and by the way, anyone interested in a mini animal reading for your animal or creature, the number is 888-627-6008. When they call in, what do you need from them for the mini reading? How does that work?
Well, I'd like their pet's name and if it's living or deceased, and I'll connect with their pet, and I may need a question. I may not. We'll see what happens.
Okay. So you may need a question from the pet, you may not. So
I may need a question from the owner, like what they want to know.
Owner, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that like to be you? What is that like to be you, and what kind of space do you go into, and then what happens for you in connecting with? Is it always the same? Is it different? I'd love to know the experience.
It sometimes is different. If the person actually is not really open and excited, it's very blocked. It's very hard energy to pull because, a person has to be open coming in. And it happens rarely, but, occasionally it happens. Like I had a young girl on the phone, and I said, don't tell me anything, just say yes, no, or maybe if I ask. Well, she didn't talk to me the whole time. And it's common among us kinds of people, us, weirdos, letting our weirdo flow, that can happen. You actually want to have an opening of a heart. That really does help. What happens for me is it's very joyful, and, running the energy is a wonderful thing to have spirit work through me. It's definitely not me. It's a gift, and I'm very appreciative of it. It's become my life's work, and it's very, very exciting to be able to do this and help, because I always wanted to be able to help animals, and I always had a hard time figuring out where I would fit in. And I didn't look for this. This wasn't something that I went, I think I want to be a healer and a psychic and a medium. It's not. I just woke up one day and I started doing this work, and I'm just as dumbfounded as anybody that listens to me. I just am grateful on more than one level. I'm grateful that I can help.
Well, I'm grateful you can, too. And we're going to go to break. And we come back, if you are listening and would love to know about I hate to call them pets, so I'm going to say an animal, a four-legged, a two-legged, winged, whatever it is, creature, for yourself, and you have a question, you can speak directly with Susan. For a reading, you want to call in 888-627-6008, and we will take some listener calls when we come back. You are listening to Dare to Dream Radio. Get your free Dare to Dream Radio mobile app from iTunes, and the app is called Dare to Dream with Debbi Dachinger. Also, join me after the show on Facebook at Dare to Dream Radio and TV. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dane here, and I would like to invite you to an adventure in being. I've just written and finished a new book known as Being You, Changing the World. Are you one of those dreamers? One of those people who's always known that other possibilities should be available but haven't yet been able to see them be created? Well, I wrote this book for you. In it, you'll find tools, processes, and unique perspectives to change the things you've always wanted to change but didn't know how. In it, you'll find an invitation to a different possibility for a way that we can be in this world that changes not only our lives, but by being us, allows us to contribute to changing everything planet-wide that doesn't work. Are you aware that truly great people, truly being them, is the only thing that has ever created a great change on this planet? Are you willing to step up? Are you willing to be one? Check out a copy of my new book, Being You, Changing the World. I invite you to go to beingyoubook.com for a free gift.
Tell the world about your product or business. Advertise on Dare to Dream Radio. The award-winning program is syndicated on over 60 stations, has a big following, and large listenership. If you're ready to expand your reach, become a sponsor or advertiser on Dare to Dream Radio. Best rates, great results. Email at ads@DebbiDachinger.com. That's ads@DebbiDachinger.com.
What if the world doesn't function the way we've been told? What if we truly can bend the laws of physical reality? What if we can end limitation? What if weird were the coolest thing you could be? And what if it's time for a totally different reality? Are you ready to create it? Are you ready to dream as big as you dare? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything in my life changed for me. This is your invitation to step into something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Gandhi, Galileo, and Aristotle all knew to be true. It's not about the answer. It's about being the question, always. It's about truly being you, whatever that looks like, and changing this world. Is now the time? Start by signing up for a free video series at beingyouclass.com. That's beingyouclass.com. What if you are the gift and the change this world requires? beingyouclass.com.
MyBestsellerBook.com helps you self-publish, and you keep all the royalties. Even if your book is already published, MyBestseller.com will help you become a best-selling author. Your book will be promoted to a large global following. Enjoy a press release and book review. Make your next book launch bigger and better. MyBestsellerBook.com has long-term client credibility and 100% success in turning books into bestsellers. MyBestsellerBook.com.
Tell the world about your product or business. Advertise on Dare to Dream Radio. The award-winning program is syndicated on over 60 stations, has a big following, and large listenership. If you're ready to expand your reach, become a sponsor or advertiser on Dare to Dream Radio. Best rates, great results. Email ads@DebbiDachinger.com. That's ads@DebbiDachinger.com.
When making the decision to hire a coach, find a pro who delivers. Debbi Dachinger is an expert with an impressive platform that gets results. Let go of issues and shift your life into brilliance. Go to www.DebbiDachinger.com. That's DACHINGER, DebbiDachinger.com. Debbie believes that we are each meant to shine our light and fulfill our unique path. Hire a coach who delivers. www.DebbiDachinger.com.
Debbi Dachinger's Radio Interview Mastery Program is a unique branded system that works. MediaMasteryRadio.com puts you on a fast track to grow your business and easily book interviews. Learn how at MediaMasteryRadio.com. Debbie is fiercely committed to guiding entrepreneurs, authors, speakers, healers, and business people. Learn how to leverage your radio appearances to grow your business and increase your visibility at MediaMasteryRadio.com.
Research shows we apologize up to 10 times a day, and most of the time, we say sorry as a response to someone else's mistake. What if we thanked people instead of all that unnecessary apologizing? So instead of saying, sorry, I'm rambling, you say, thank you for listening. Join us at ProjectForgive.com, a free, non-religious resource on global forgiveness.
I love my life. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am free. I love my life. I am wonderful. I am magical. I am me. I love my life.
Welcome back to Dare to Dream. This is Debbi Dachinger. I'm interviewing the animal communicator, psychic medium, Susan Joan Rini. You can book a session with her or find out more at her name, SusanJoanRini.com. It's RINI. And Susan, listen, if we don't have a listener yet or on the line, I would love to jump in because I'm not kidding. Shelby the dog jumped up on my lap for this radio show. And it doesn't mean she has never done that, but it's not a usual behavior. But right before I started the show, she's like, I'm here, Mama. I'm coming on up. And so she's sort of crashed on my lap right here, how would you talk to her? How would you communicate? Can you explain a little bit the experience and what it's like for you and for the animal?
Yeah, and when I'm usually on the phone with a client, they'll tell me my dog just jumped in the tub. He's never done that before. Or something kind of cuckoo, and I'm like, oh boy. Like, because they mention it first, and I'm like, yeah, they're just waiting for their healing and waiting to do a talk. And what I usually do, for my longer readings, which is more like pleasurable for me, I love the minis, don't get me wrong, but what I do is I pray and then I journal for the long reading, which I would love to do for you, but for the sake of the show and the mini readings that I said I do. So she says she's saying that she loves her food, and oh, by the way, I get sex wrong all the time because Spirit has no sex, and sometimes they'll tell me or I'll feel feminine energy. But it doesn't matter to me. I just tell this to all my clients. Don't get upset if I'm calling you he or her. But she's saying she really loves the food that you're giving her.
Cool.
And she's saying that the house has wonderful energy. She's saying something about your hair. Did you recently change it? Or she says she loves the way that you're doing your hair. Yes?
I got I have big hair.
Yeah.
And I went to a curl specialist because I actually have wavy hair and no one seems to know how to cut it.
Right.
And I had to go twice before they get it right, but they cut quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
And it's a very new, like, layered, curly, beachy kind of thing going on.
Yeah, she says she loves this hair. She loves the new look. Oh, and she says she loves the cuddles. Have a special cuddle time. I know it's probably all the time, but there's like this special time at night where you will cuddle her before bedtime.
Hey, Susan, I don't know if you're still there or what's happening. I'm hearing a lot of cutout.
Oh.
So, are you still there?
I am.
Okay. Yeah, just there was some cutout there at the end. And can you just say that again? What you said right there at the end?
She's telling me that at night you do a special cuddle time. So you cuddle her all the time, but there's a special cuddle time right before bed that you do with her. And she says that's her favorite time.
Mm-hmm. Good.
And your hair. That was the last thing that I got, was your hair is beautiful. The new haircut. And I get a father figure. She's telling me there's a father figure for you. I don't know if it's your real father or grandfather in spirit that she spends time with in your living room.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's good energy. It's, a gentleman, and I see him as gray. He's showing me I don't know the time of death, but he's showing me the time that he looked the best. It was in his 50s. Let me see, father. This is a father, a grandfatherly figure. I'm just checking. Father? No. Is it a grandfather in spirit that you were particularly close to?
Yes.
Okay,
definitely.
So he's with you. He's almost like what you would call your spirit guide. He watches over you. Was he also in the public eye?
Yes, he was.
Yes. Okay, so he's been helping you throughout your career, and he's telling me that how proud he is with you. He's got a wonderful speaking voice. Mm-hmm. And he's with your grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
They're still together. I feel like it could have been a really long marriage.
Very long.
Yeah, really long and happy. See, I can't help what kicks in, because Shelby is the girl that will bring me everything, people coming in. So they're just happy to be here. They're kind of with you all the time. They're celebratory with you, like you're a celebratory person in general. You're about celebration, and they are too. So they bring that and they hang out with you. They're with you.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Sweet. And Shelby's asking, when you got Shelby, she's asking about a particular littermate, a brother.
Oh, my goodness. Stop.
Were you going to get him too?
No. Oh, my God. That's so crazy. So we wanted to adopt and rescue. We found this amazing place. We just asked all the right questions for long enough to find a place that rescued pregnant moms with the pups inside of her that would have been euthanized. So this place takes them in, finds a foster home till the mom gives birth, and then after 2 months, everybody, including the mom, gets a new home.
Oh, what a great rescue.
When we met Shelby, she had just been born. She was a peanut, and she had 2 brothers who were scamps. Oh, my God. They had so much energy, and they were adorable, and they all sort of kind of looked alike but were enough different.
Right.
And we got pictures where the 2 brothers went and the mom, and I've always sort of wondered if she would recognize them or what that would be like.
Yeah, she would. She's just asking about one in particular, and I think he has a mark on his chest. I'm seeing like a black mark on his chest. That's the one she's asking for. And she's like, how is he doing?
I can write. I can actually write and find out from the foster mom who might connect me with the people. I still have pictures of the brothers, and so I can look at the pictures, and that's so adorable.
Well, she's asking about them. I think it would be really sweet if you could reunite them if they're all in Los Angeles. That would be kind of fun. That would be a fun play date for her. And, pardon me, she's saying she does like turkey more than most of the other food that she's been eating. And I see like a little... Did you just recently have a tooth removed, or does she have a painful tooth on her upper right jaw? Like if you're looking at her,
she had a tooth removed.
Okay.
This is good, Susan. She had a tooth removed.
Okay.
Indeed, her puppy tooth never came out properly, so she had to have a little surgery.
She said she didn't like that very much, but she feels better now. She's saying because when she ate, it hurt her upper mouth. It hurt her jaw. So she's happy that you had it done. So don't feel bad, Mama. She said it wasn't the most pleasant experience, but she's really happy that you had it done. She's just like, oh, my God. She's bringing tears to my eyes. She said, you're her soulmate. She just put her paws around you. This is definitely not your first time around with this dog. I mean, she said she waited a long time.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
I have only had cats.
Yeah.
And I dreamt for so long. I'm also born in the year of the dog, and I got obsessed with dogs. I would stop people in the streets constantly, and it took years, and then I would take care of people's dogs. I was afraid. I didn't know if I had the capacity, and I read books. And finally, it was time to leap. And then this is the outcome: is Shelby, who I also feel is my total beloved soulmate.
Yeah, she feels that time, and it's not like it's been many, many lifetimes together, over and over and over since the beginning.
Well, I'm going to also hold that thought, if you don't mind.
No.
We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we've got Eileen on the line. We're going to bring her on for a reading. This is Debbi Dachinger on Dare to Dream Radio. Join me on Twitter at my name, DebbieDachinger. Stay right there. I'll be right back.
When you're pondering the big questions like, is there more than this? How can I have a happy relationship? What would it take to like my body? And how do I make more money? Where do you go for information and tools? Check out the online store at accessconsciousness.com. AccessConsciousness.com has books, DVDs, instant video and audio downloads, online classes, and so much more. Subjects include abuse, changing your body, recovery, raising children, business techniques, tools to generate more money, how to have better sex and healthier relationships, just to name a few. At accessconsciousness.com, you can also find facilitators who teach local classes on a variety of subjects. accessconsciousness.com. your one-stop shop for tools to assist you in changing your life. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. Go to accessconsciousness.com to learn more.
Be laser focused on ideal clients. Advertise on Dare to Dream Radio. Great rates at ads@DebbiDachinger.com. Create awareness of your valuable content. Sponsor the Dare to Dream Radio show at ads@DebbiDachinger.com. Advertising amplifies everything you're doing towards success. Increase your business. Write to ads@DebbiDachinger.com.
What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if you're far greater than you've ever given yourself credit for? What if it's time to know the gift and the contribution you are to the world and to like yourself a lot more? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. Asking questions opens doors to infinite possibilities. And it's not about finding the answer, it's about being the question. Always. What I'm inviting you to step into is something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Gandhi, Picasso, and Aristotle all knew to be true. What if no question is too big or too small? What if anything is possible for you? What if together we could create a kinder, gentler, happier world? Is now the time? Go to beingyouclass.com and sign up for a free video series, My Gift to You. beingyouclass.com. What if you, truly being you, are the gift and change this world requires? beingyouclass.com.
Do you have a published book that never reached its bestseller potential? Are you working on a book or ebook you hope to publish soon? Do you have a book locked inside, waiting to release your message to the world? Go to mybestsellerbook.com. My Bestseller Book will launch your book to a guaranteed bestseller status. Learn more at mybestsellerbook.com.
Be laser focused on ideal clients. Advertise on Dare to Dream Radio. Great rates at ads@DebbiDachinger.com. Create awareness of your valuable content. Sponsor the Dare to Dream Radio show at ads@DebbiDachinger.com. Advertising amplifies everything you're doing towards success. Increase your business. Write to ads@DebbiDachinger.com.
Learn at your desk teleseminars. Desire to fix your finances? Become a best-selling author? Execute your goals full circle from dream to done? Learn how to be interviewed on the radio for your business? Expert Debbi Dachinger teaches worldwide teleclasses. Her teleseminars receive rave reviews. Sign up for the teleclasses or receive the downloadable audios. Go to DebbiDachinger.com for your audio class now.
MediaMasteryRadio.com. Learn how to get booked on radio, be paid in money, time, and sales quickly while helping others through your media visibility. At MediaMasteryRadio.com, learn how to get on radio and be interviewed. Debbi Dachinger is a success and media expert who is a proven professional. Go to MediaMasteryRadio.com. Stop struggling to acquire clients. Learn to achieve instant visibility to the masses. Book radio interviews for a profitable business. Learn to communicate what you do and get results at MediaMasteryRadio.com.
MyBestsellerBook.com helps you self-publish and you keep all the royalties. Even if your book is already published, MyBestsellerBook.com will help you become a best-selling author. Your book will be promoted to a large global following. Enjoy a press release and book reviews. Make your next book launch bigger and better. MyBestsellerBook.com has long-term client credibility and 100% success in turning books into bestsellers. MyBestsellerBook.com.
Hey everybody, Debbi Dachinger. This is Dare to Dream, and we are speaking with a psychic medium, animal communicator, Suzanne. And Susan, I know we've got a caller who's been patient. We're going to bring her on. Eileen is here on Dare to Dream. Welcome to the show, Eileen. Great to have you. Eileen.
Yes.
I may have to... Hi.
Hello.
You are on Dare to Dream. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to connect you with Susan, and why don't you ask your question?
Okay. I have a cat named Merlin, and I'd like to know if he has any health issues I need to be aware of.
Susan?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, great. Did you hear? No, we couldn't hear you. Did you hear the question?
I did. Hi, Eileen. I'm sorry you didn't hear me. I love your cat's name. It's a very magical name. He's happy with that name. I feel like he has a little joint issues. Have you noticed like his front paw, or does he lick his front paw? No. Okay.
No.
I just see him getting up a little slower. So let me see what he says. Hang on. He said you still play with him. You're still playing with him. And he said he likes when you play with him. And hang on, let me just... He says he actually feels okay. So if he has something happening, he said he doesn't feel bad, but you worry. Is that true?
Well, I didn't think there was an issue, but his last vet visit there was something questionable. So it may be nothing, or it may be something,
nothing.
And that's.
I think it's nothing. And
okay.
Is it blood work that you were worried about, or the vet was concerned about?
No.
Okay. I don't feel like it's anything.
No, it was a potential heart issue.
Okay. Hold on. He says he feels fine. He said...
I feel too.
Yeah, he says, I really feel fine. My breathing is good.
Yeah, when he came to me, he had some serious health issues, but we got through all those.
Yeah, I think he's going to be just fine, and I'll put him in my healing circle for sure.
Okay, his birthday is this Friday.
Awesome. So are we in Leo now, or are we still in Cancer? Are we in Leo at that point, or are we still in Cancer?
We're still in Cancer.
He's a Cancer.
Oh, he's a Cancer. Okay, good. All right, I'm going to put him in my healing circle. But don't worry, I think he's doing fine. He said he worries more about your health than you're worrying about his health. Are you okay too, Mom?
I could take more time for myself, yeah.
That's what he said. He said you need to stop and enjoy the roses and smell the roses and take deep breaths. So do some breathing exercises, inhale to the count of 4 or 7. 7's even better. Exhale to the count of 7. Hold for the count of 7. Then inhale for the count of 7. That'll calm your nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, and also be really good for your overall health, your blood, your organs. It'll just do wonders for you. And do that 7 rounds.
Okay.
And you'll see a real big difference in the way you feel. Drink more water, of course. And don't worry so much. He's fine.
Well, like I said, when he came to me, he had serious health issues, so it took quite a bit of effort to get him. He had been abused before I got him.
Yeah, he said that he was not well when you got him, but he said he felt well within literally 3 days. So you're definitely a little healer yourself. He said within 3 days, I started to feel better.
Yeah, I do some healing work. Also, though, this is not his first round with me in this lifetime.
I definitely don't doubt that, but that would be a longer reading for sure. But I feel very connected with you.
Right. All I'm saying is it took him about 3 years for me to find him, but he did return.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yes,
he's a
he
good
is.
Boy. And he said literally when you found him, he felt better within 3 days of the time that you found him. So he was definitely meant. Go ahead.
It took 3 days for him to start coming around. You're exactly right. It was 3 days for him to start acting quote unquote normal again.
Yeah, because he had he's showing me that he was very scared. He's showing me a lot of fear. He had some PTSD. He goes, that's pretty much all gone now, because when he recognized you finally, when he felt better, he knew that you had been together before, just like you said. So you know things,
yeah,
and that's why you're questioning that heart thing, because you know in your heart that nothing's wrong with him as well. And sometimes,
right.
like I tell people, please, the vets are trained in medical school, and big pharma and pharmaceutical companies are on them from day one. Now, we love our vets and need them, but question things. Do your research. Get on the computer when your vet wants to immediately give an antibiotic, when they don't even know if your cat has a problem. Wait for the test
Well,
results.
I go to a holistic vet who is very different. So,
Excellent.
No, she just thought she might have heard something that was abnormal. That was it.
Yeah. And you know what? That's great that you see a holistic vet. I applaud that. The less allopathic medicine we do with our animals, the better, unless it's an emergency. And thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to know?
Yeah, when you were talking about when I got him, could you very briefly tell me did he have one or two owners before I found him? Because I kind of got mixed stories on that.
Yeah, he had two owners. The first one gave him up right away. I feel like the first one brought him right away to the shelter, brought him back.
Supposedly he was found by the second one wandering outside. That's the story I got.
Huh. Okay, hold on. Okay, so was the second owner the one that brought him to the shelter?
No, because I got it from the second owner. They actually had an ad on Craigslist. That's where I found him.
Oh, God, that's the worst. Okay. Yeah, I think they had kids that were not so nice to him. Do you know if they had kids?
They had a pit bull.
Oh, God. Okay, so that's a fur kid.
So for 3 days he was hiding behind and under furniture.
He was a smart cat, because that pit bull wanted him. Okay.
Yeah, he was abused, though, because someone had kicked him at some point, and his spine was out of alignment, so I took him to a chiropractor and all.
What a great owner. I love to talk to people like you. But that's usually my client. Those are the kind of clients I get, people that love and care for their pets. Thank you for doing that and saving him. Now, do you go to the chiropractor? Because he's telling me Mom needs an adjustment. So you might need an adjustment.
No, he and I both see the same holistic nutritionist.
Okay. I love you, Eileen. Okay. So do you go to the chiropractor? Because he's telling me you can use an adjustment. Or maybe a massage. Maybe a nice massage.
I have a massage coming up. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. That's going to be wonderful for you. That's going to help you breathe better and be more centered and in your body. And, yes, you need to take a little bit more time for you. You
Correct.
seem to, you're really loving and caring for those around you, but you need to take that moment for yourself, for kindness and loveness towards you inwardly. And
Thank
I think
you.
that breathing will definitely help you.
Hallelujah.
Thank you very much.
Eileen, thank you so much for calling in, and best of luck to you and Merlin, and good to hear Merlin is actually in good shape. Let us know. We're going to be heading to a break. This is Debbi Dachinger on Dare to Dream Radio. You can write about the radio show at daretodreamradio@gmail.com. Stay right there. We'll be back in just a moment.
What would you say if I told you that you could change your life in only 1 hour and all while lying down relaxing? thousands of people all over the world have. What am I talking about? It's called Access Consciousness, the bars. The bars is an energetic body process that contains 32 different points on your head that, when run, assist you in releasing decisions about any area of your life that you have made solid and as a result cannot change. The bars is the first class in Access Consciousness, a dynamic set of tools and information designed to transform any area of your life. When you have a bar session, the worst that can happen is you feel like you had a fantastic massage. The best thing that can happen is your whole life could change. Go to accessconsciousness.com today to find a facilitator to schedule a private session or to find a bars class in your area. Are you willing to give yourself an hour to change your life?
Radio sells with immediacy. Radio sells everywhere. Radio is the cost-effective medium. Go to ads@DebbiDachinger.com. Reach is nice, but frequency is better. You're always on the front page with Dare to Dream Radio. It's an award-winning program, syndicated on over 60 radio stations. Advertise and sponsor the Dare to Dream radio show for optimal advertising results. Email ads@DebbiDachinger.com. Radio sells with immediacy. Radio sells everywhere. Radio is the cost-effective medium. Go to ads@DebbiDachinger.com. Reach is nice, but frequency is better. You're always on the front page with Dare to Dream Radio. It's an award-winning program, syndicated on over 60 stations. Advertise and sponsor the Dare to Dream radio show for optimal advertising results. Email ads@DebbiDachinger.com.
I love my life. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am free. I love my life. I am wonderful. I am magical. I am me. I love my life.
I love my life, too, and I hope you're loving Dare to Dream Radio. This is Debbi Dachinger. I've also got Joan Rini on the line, and she is an animal psychic medium communicator. She can read the soul of your animal, alive or past. We're coming towards the end of the show, and Susan, this is Dare to Dream. What do you next Dare to Dream? What are your future dreams and goals?
Well, my future goal is to, really keep praying and meditating on the African animals that are facing, a lot of crises, as you know, not to get into the lower energy vibration, but what I ask people, if you really love animals, instead of sharing on Facebook all the devastation that's happening to animals, see them in their highest light, see them in huge herds, see them walking across Africa. That helps because they're already so majestic. They don't look at it the same way that humans look at things. They're already in another plane, in another level. So if everybody could really help me help them by seeing them in their highest light, see them having babies and thriving and plenty of water and plenty of food, that's like the greatest gift, I think, for the universe that I would ask for. And my personal goal is to finish my book.
Mm-hmm. And that's something we'll talk about.
Exactly.
And anyone else who wants to finish a book, by the way, I've got a free 55-minute, fully content-loaded how to write your book. Go ahead and pick it up, get it yourself. It's at DebbiDachinger.com/book. B-O-O-K. And I just want to say to you, Susan, on behalf of Shelby, I realized something because she left our conversation, left my lap, and went inside to eat after she told you how much she likes her food. And I went, oh, my God, I know why she loves her food. What I started doing, I think it actually started by accident about a month ago, because I make something called bullet coffee. And in bullet coffee, you put organic coconut oil. By accident, I used a fork in her crunchies, and she went ballistic.
That's
Loved
so good for her.
The coconut oil.
That'll help her health. Yeah. It'll help everything. It's really good for them. Help their immune function. That's excellent.
And that's why she loves her food, because she's not an eater. And she wasn't interested in it before, but now 3-4 mornings a week I put that in there, and it's like it's like probably to a human how they love chocolate or ice cream. That's how we call them her Cocoa Crunchies.
Oh, that's so adorable. Great.
And what ritual, what practice, very quickly, what keeps you grounded, Susan? What do you do every day?
Meditation. It's a must. Meditation and going out in my backyard. I live on a half an acre, or I go visit some horses at a client's farm, or when I work with animals, it just helps me so much.
Thank you so much for being on the show with us today. Loved having you on Dare to Dream.
I feel the same about you, Debbie. Thank you so much.
What a pleasure. I end today's show with this quote from Chief Seattle. What is man without the beasts? If all the beasts were gone, man would die from a great loneliness of spirit. For whatever happens to the beasts soon happens to man. All things are connected. Stay with us because next week the guest on Dare to Dream is Angelica Singh. She was featured in Oprah Winfrey's O Magazine. She's a medical intuitive and an expert healer. And next week, Angelica is talking about shadow work, how to own what is disowned, and she'll be using her psychic ability to see your soul and any trauma. And remember, if you're ready for new, awesome wine selections every month, get them delivered right to your door, guaranteed. DirectSellers.com/Deb's Wine Wonders. Talk to you again next week. Have a beautiful day.
To contact the award-winning syndicated Dare to Dream radio show, go to DebbiDachinger.com. Keep your excellent feedback and comments coming. Your host, Debbi Dachinger, is an expert at goal achievement, a media personality, an international best-selling author, and a keynote speaker. Debbie leads high-quality teleseminars on how to achieve goals, how to be a self-published best-selling author, and how to get booked on radio. All classes are at DebbiDachinger.com. Debbie's best-selling books are Dare to Dream, This Life Counts, sold on Amazon, and her second book, Wisdom to Success, The Secrets to Accomplish All Your Dreams, sold online at all bookstores. Tune in again to hear the next inspiring interview guest who has turned their vision into a successful reality. Want more support in making your dreams come true? Go to DebbiDachinger.com. That's www.DebbiDachinger.com. You'll see videos, MP3s, archived interviews, and amazing products sharing the secret steps to making your dreams come true. Remember to dream big with every expectation that your dream will become real. Dreams are free, so free your dreams. What do you dare to dream?
Here I'm standing now, waiting for my time to be all that I can be. It's so easy to forget, life is in my hands, and I can change it if I want. Nothing's impossible.